So can we have our first candidate come up? Glen Sapp. Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. Where'd Paul go? I saw him in here somewhere. After that mistake he just made, we'll be able to visit him shortly after lunch over at Possum Hospital. So, no, just kidding. But I do appreciate the opportunity to be here and speak to you just a few words about my candidacy for Sheriff of Charlotte County. I'm a native Floridian, having been born in North Florida. I've been in Charlotte County since 1970, off and on. And I'm married, I have 4 children, and I have 6 grandchildren, and any week now I should have the 7th. So we're looking forward to that little girl joining us here in Charlotte County. My background spans 30 years of law enforcement experience in criminal justice activities. I have been a city police officer, been a deputy sheriff, been a captain in charge of a criminal investigation unit, been a major, former Charlotte County sheriff, former chief of police, been chairman of the criminal justice program up in North Carolina at a small community college up there. I then went on and obtained international experience, worked over in Kosovo. I worked over in Georgia, worked in Pakistan, and what I was doing over there was training folks in law enforcement. In Kosovo, we set up a whole brand new police training or police facility, if you will, because the police were so corrupt at the end of the little war there in post-war Kosovo that they had to disband it and start new and fresh. My most recent assignment was being in Pakistan. I was a senior police advisor over there. Worked extremely close with all the members of the Pakistani police, including the FATA group up in the northern part of what we call no man's land over there, the federally administered tribal area. Very interesting. Had over an $80 million budget. We worked a lot with anti-terrorism, setting up anti-terrorism training programs in schools, building training facilities, and also at the same time ordering equipment, and also that these guys would be able to match what they were up against on a daily basis, which was terrorist groups, Al-Qaeda and Taliban, and they were seriously, in most cases, outgunned because they had to be able to provide their own weapons. So here's what happens on a daily basis. You'd have some guy show up with an AK-47, the next guy shows up, maybe have the ammunition for it. So those are some of the things we had to overcome while we were there working with that group. To say it was a law enforcement group would be a gross misunderstatement, because that's not what it was. It was at best a security force and not very good at doing that. But these guys operated under some tremendous pressure because of the activities of the Taliban and the Al-Qaeda. Why am I running for sheriff? I'm running for sheriff because I got back from Pakistan and I saw what I felt like was a very inflated budget. When I read in the newspaper that 76 cents of every dollar the county takes in for taxes goes to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Department, that causes me a lot of concern. 76 cents, as quoted and stated in the Charlotte Sun, in our view. Now, that's too much money. What are we getting for that? And we have a good sheriff's department. There's a lot of good people out there. I just submit to you that they need a new direction. One of the first things I would do upon going into the Charlotte County Sheriff's Department as sheriff would be conduct what I call a comprehensive activity-based budgeting approach. We'll analyze every program out there. We'll analyze every position. We'll also analyze and determine the amount of equipment that's needed, and do it where it's from a cost-effective standpoint. If it's not efficient and effective, if it's not something that's making you, the citizen of this county, safer, where you live, work, and play, then I submit to you it's probably a program that in today's economics times that we can do without. And those things need to be reevaluated. I have experience working with budgets of over $80 million. And I will use that experience to fine-tune the budget that we're working with right now. It's too high. The mission of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Department: serve and protect. We've lost that, guys. We've lost that. We used to have that written on the patrol cars. You'd see a patrol car that said serve and protect. Where's it gone? Where's the service gone? You know, there's a few stories floating around out there. And please, this is not indicative of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Department. We got some great men and women out there. They show up every day. They do their job in spite of whoever the sheriff may be of Charlotte County. Okay? And in spite of some of the supervision that they have. They do their job. They go into because they're committed to doing that. And I submit to you that we just need to give those guys better direction. We need to provide them with leadership that they're sorely lacking at this time. It's easy sometimes, I think, to say, hey, you know, I'm a manager, I'm a supervisor, my next step should be sheriff. And a couple of the candidates that are running because they have been supervisors and they have been managers. I'm the only candidate running that has been a sheriff, a graduate of the National Sheriff's Institute, a graduate of the Florida Sheriff's Institute, graduate of the National FBI Academy. So these are the kind of things, this is the kind of experience, this is the kind of leadership that I want to bring to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Department. So that when you have a deputy respond to your home, why, you're going to get professional, effective and efficient law enforcement services. And I would appreciate your vote and your support on August the 14th. Thank you very much, and God bless.